This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be telling you some very true, very factual stories about me. So these are like my top 6 most embarrassing moments that have happened to me. And I'm going to be revealing a little bit of information about myself. If you've ever wondered why my mom and my brother and my sister are not ever in the same video together, that's because my parents are divorced. Oh my god. And so my brother and sister are not related to my mom. Like at all. That's why they're never together in a video. But that all happened when I was pretty young. It's not really an embarrassing moment for me, is what I'm trying to say. It's not really that deep for me, at least, because I was so young when it happened that I don't even remember them being together. That's how young I was. So okay. My next embarrassing moment that happened to me is that I actually broke my front tooth in half. So basically, I was in grade 7 and I was at my friend's house and she was really good friends with my crush. I had the biggest crush on him. We were in my friend's basement, so it was the 3 of us, me, her, and my crush. And she had hardwood floor, okay? And this guy is chasing me with a golf club. Now you might be asking, Vanny, why was he chasing you with a golf club? Well, I don't know, but don't be alarmed. It wasn't the metal full-size one. It was like a plastic one. He was just chasing me, for fun, I guess. That actually kind of sounds concerning now that I think about it. So he was chasing me with it. I'm running away with my socks on her hardwood floors. You can see where this is going. I slid all the way across, and guess where I landed? No, no, not the floor. No. Why would I land on the floor? I landed on the corner of her laptop that was open. Oh my god. I chipped my front tooth on like the very edge of her laptop. We had to go get it fixed, you know? Like I can't just sit there with like half a tooth. So I was literally talking like this at school. You can imagine how much bullying I got. And we had to wait to get my tooth filled like a week because the guy didn't have the proper stuff to fill it. Basically half of my tooth is not real. The more you know. Does anyone have the beach ball? I'd like to partake in some summer activities. Anybody? Dare you can't do a trick shot on me when I get murkier. What? My next embarrassing story is a follow-up to the story that you just heard. Woo! Guess what, guys? The guy I had a crush on, I was able to secure the bag. I started dating him. Oh my gosh, that's like a total another story. This guy. Like, okay, so... Oh my god! I can never finish my stories without dying. Me and that guy I had a crush on in grade 7. We started dating in grade 8. I think we started dating in like May. So May and June. You basically had like 2 months and then school was gonna be over because school usually ends in June. And you know, for my grade 8 grad trip, we went to a camp, like an outdoor summer camp for a week. So I knew that when I was gonna go to this summer camp that they were gonna have a school dance. I was really excited. And the night before we were supposed to go on this grad trip, I get a text and he dumped me. And so I went on this grad trip the very next morning. Very, very awkward and uncomfortable situation because you just dumped me. And now I'm going to be spending all week long with you. His friends were friends with my friends. And I'm just standing there like I literally just got broken up with. Like, and then I never talked to him again. Literally never. After that text, after that conversation when he dumped me, I have never spoken to him again. If I get murdered, I will beat you and dance on you. Okay. My 4th embarrassing moment was when I... Don't ask why I have a big head, by the way. My favorite moment, oh my god, my most embarrassing moment, I think was just right now. I actually got fired from my first job I ever had. Oh my god. where I'm from, you have to be 16 to get a job. So I waited until I was 16 and I applied for my first job and I actually got one pretty quick. I was working there for about 3 months. And then at the same time that this was happening, I was also trying to get my license because when you turn 16, you can also get like your beginner license to start driving. Basically, as soon as I turned 16, I was like, I'm getting my first job and I want to get my license. Ow. And then in order to actually start driving on your own, you need to pass another, like a road test. That's when you actually go in the car. So yeah, I had this driving school that I had to go to, and I had to go on a Saturday and Sunday, 2 weeks in a row. So I had work on those weekends, and I told them, I said, I can't go to work because I have this really important driving school that I need to go to. And they basically said, you either give us your uniform. Oh, I just found it. Dang it. Yeah, they basically said, either give us your uniform or don't go. I was like, I can't not go. Like, my dad spent money. Like, he spent $1,000 for me to go to this class. I can't not go. And they said, well, give me your uniform. So I got fired. So this has to be one of my top most embarrassing moments. So, surprise, I can drive. Let's ride. Yes, I got my license, right? And I went to the school and I did all that stuff. So when I first started driving, I wanted to go out, but my dad took his car. So I didn't have a car to use and I really wanted to go out. But guess who had a car in the driveway? My grandpa. And so I asked him, I said, can I use your car to go out? And he was like, sure you can, sweetie. Grandpa, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I took his car, I went out, la 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 la. And I'm like, oh, it needs some gas. Let me just go and do that. Yeah, let's just go and do that real quick. I've never driven his car before. I'm at the gas station and I'm putting the gas in. The nozzle isn't fitting, but I'm like, it's fine because his car is so old. And so I get into the car and I drive, I don't know, maybe like 2 minutes and the car stops. I'm like, what's going on? Apparently, let this be a lesson to you, okay? There's 2 types of gas. There's normal gas and there's also diesel. And diesel is meant for like bigger cars. And I put diesel in the little car, his like old car. I completely broke it. I'm just gonna say, in my defense, all right, no one told me. I didn't know there was 2 types of gas. I didn't know. My dad found out that I did that and he paid for it all because I was only 17 and I had no money. Thanks, Dad. My last embarrassing moment is for my whole life. There's been times where sometimes I wake up and my arm is directly up in front of me. Both of them. They're both just straight up in the air. And you know, that could be a little concerning, you know, waking up to and both of your hands are raised into the air as if someone was holding onto them. Very peculiar. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, up until this day, like I never really thought about it. I was just like, how strange. When I was like filming this video, I asked my mom and I said, is there anything weird that you can remember about when I was younger? She said, oh, you actually tickle your arms while you're asleep. Oh my god. Oh, it was just me tickling my arms. Please let me know if you guys tickle your arms in your sleep. I would really like to be comforted in that fact. So if you guys can make me feel better, you know, and you guys tickle your arms while you're asleep, because I do, apparently. That's like the 6 main things I can think of. If I can think of any more, I will definitely make a part 2. But those are very true, very actual stories that really did happen to me. I have a very cool video coming out this weekend with someone I never collabed with before. Also, if you could please like the video and maybe drop a sub if you haven't already. I post every single day and I post videos just like this one. And I also make shorts, you know? And I go live, like sometimes twice a week, but definitely every Sunday. I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye, losers!
Mo, Fanny's coming through. Bad at every game she plays, but she's the coolest news. Rate this all the time, but it's fun, it's what she'll do. Even though she sucks at everything, her edit's really rude. That's Fanny. You should subscribe, cause that's Fanny. Laugh all the time, cause it's Fanny. That's Fanny, that's Fanny. She sucks at everything, but she's still super cool.